It's Friday night, and tonight there's a battle on the hardwood at the DAF Media Network. Tonight, the Darien Blue Wave hosts the St. Joseph High School Cadets in what should be an entertaining FCIAC boys basketball matchup. Hello, everyone. Here with Braden Schenk, I'm Owen Heffron. Now, Braden, Darien is coming off 2 straight FCIAC losses to Trumbull and Fairfield Ludlow, dropping their overall record to 5-4. So they're going to need a win today to stay above 500.
They are indeed, and the FCIAC has just been a complete free-for-all so far. And Darien, that loss on Tuesday really hurts them. They were up by 9 points against the Fairfield Ludlow Falcons at halftime, and the team just couldn't get it done in the second half. They were outscored 27-11 in the third quarter alone, so the Blue Wave fell asleep in the second half. The Falcons revved it up, and they ended up coming out of Darien with the win. And the Blue Wave need to find their way back into the win column. 5-4 is not a good record, especially when they started the year 3-0.
As for St. Joe's, a game on Tuesday at New Canaan where they were down 18 with less than 2.5 minutes to go. However, they were able to climb within 5 eventually before falling to the Rams.
I mean, I know Danny Melzer is a good team over there in New Canaan, but 18 is a big deficit for St. Joseph, especially a team that's been mediocre all year, and that's a game that they got it close at the end. They only lost by 7, and this is a Cadets team that has a ton of talent on there that if they can come out here, go all guns blazing, they're going to give Darien a tough time.
Taking a look now at the FCIAC standings, Darien and St. Joe's are both tied 2-2 in the FCIAC conference, tied with a bunch of other teams. And Braden, one of these two teams is leaving with a record of 2-3 in the conference today.
They are indeed, and it's a, like I said, a free-for-all. 12 teams in contention for the 8 playoff spots, so it's still early and anything can happen here in this FCIAC season.
Now it's the players to watch. One man who Darien is looking to stop tonight is Captain Deshaun Hall Robinson. The second-year varsity forward. And Braden, what makes this guy so scary?
Deshaun Hall Johnson, where do I start with this kid? 6'6". He reminds me a lot of Zion Williamson of Duke, also 6'6". He can do it all. He's a big guy. He can get the rebounds, averages 11 rebounds per game, but he can also shoot. He likes the step-back move. You see right here, he likes to take the 3-ball. So this kid can do it all. He's got the height, a big, aggressive guy for St. Joseph. He scored 15 points against New Canaan in his double-double effort where he had 10 rebounds to add to the cause. So that's one guy Darien's going to need to stop.
Absolute force on the court. Now, onto the players to watch for Darien. I'm sure he's a guy you know very well. Guard, captain, Braden, it's Simeon Dole.
It is indeed, and this is the most consistent player on this Darien team. 156 points on the season, 19.5 points per game, and he's at double digits in every single game this season. So when Darien needs a point scorer, it's Simeon Dole, and he's been able to do that all year for Darien. And it's going to be interesting, especially if Darien finds himself down at all in this game, if they're going to need Simeon to step up and try to get him back into the game.
Going to be vital to the team's success, but let's take a look at the keys to the game. Braden, what does St. Joe's have to do tonight to bounce back from their loss against New Canaan?
Yeah, St. Joe's, they got a lot of things they got to do. And the first thing is they got to start early. They can't fall asleep to start. New Canaan, they came out of the gate firing against the Cadets and got an early lead. The second thing is they got to keep the student section out of this game and keep them quiet. It's silent night for Darien, so the student section is going to be completely silent until Darien scores the 7th point. So St. Joseph needs to capitalize on that. As long as Darien's under 7, they need to be scoring the points. And the final thing is they got to use their size to their advantage. They need Deshaun Hall Johnson to step up, get the rebounds, continuing to apply the force, and get the points for St. Joe's.
What does Darien have to do to stay above 500?
Well, there's a couple things Darien needs to do. First thing is they got to play the full 32 minutes. They can't fall asleep like they did against Ludlow. They just didn't play in that third quarter, and they can't do that. They're going to need to come out and play every single minute, and they also got to put Tuesday behind them. It's a new day today, a new game, and St. Joe's is their #1 priority as they're going to be looking to pick up the win today.
All right, there you have it. Cadets versus Blue Wave, Friday night on the DAF Media Network. Starting lineups, anthem, and opening tip right now.
Number 14, Captain Simeon Dole. Number 21, Captain Davis DAF.
Teams taking their last final huddle here before taking the court for the opening tip-off.
That should be an interesting one. Like I said, it's going to be a little quiet to start off here inside this main gym. I remember last year Darien took on Greenwich on Silent Night, and I think it took the Wave until the second quarter to score 7 points. So it is a huge advantage that St. Joe's is walking into today, but they need to capitalize on it. If the Wave goes up 7-0, it's going to be a long night for head coach Jeff Bernardi and the Cadets.
We see our player to watch, Deshaun Hall Johnson out there taking the tip. St. Joe's in the road maroon and yellow uniforms. Darien in their home white and blue. Wright and Murray back and forth. Down in. Deshaun Hall Johnson. Layup just off. McMullen guarded by Wright. Mullen drives along. Pass off to Dole. Over to Hendrickson.
It's going to be a big first possession here for Darien to see what they can do, and they're taking their time, slowing it down, which you like to see. They don't want to rush any shots, which is what killed them in that Fairfield-Ludlow game down the stretch.
Depp, jumper, knocks it down. Darien strikes first.
Great pass from McMullen to Depp. They have a good senior connection on it, and a good job by Depp to finish.
In the corner right, short. Rebounded by Barber.
Interesting start out there for St. Joe, starting 0 for 2 from the fields.
McMullen floater, off the mark. Tipped around, eventually gathered. Over Murray, got the layup to go.
Again, a good finish by Raheem Murray on that one, 18.9 points per game, and he's got his first 2, tying us up at 2. It's aggressive early, which is a clear factor.
Depth at the top. Stolen. Hutchinson. All the way. Spinning layup. Second chance is good.
That's just such a nice move by Brandon Hutchison. I've seen it out there in the football field where he catches the ball, goes all the way downfield, using his move, spinning his way out of defenders, doing it right there. And
tipped away. Flex out of bounds by TJ Wright. Darien will retain possession.
And that's one thing we didn't talk about. This St. Joseph team is a quick team. They have a lot of football athletes that are very speedy out there. Brandon Hutchison, the all FCIAC football receiver, TJ Wright, Luke Dana, Sean Curley, a bunch of other ones that have speed to them, and the Cadets use that to their advantage out on the hardwood.
Hendrickson, this layup. Second chance, short, fouled on the shot. Hendrickson will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Foul call, Deshaun Hall Johnson.
That's exactly who Darien wants to see the foul on. Deshaun Hall Johnson, the big man for the Cadets, sending their big man, Jake Hendrickson, to the line for 2 shots. Jake had a rough go at it against Fairfield-Ludlow from the free throw line, shooting 0 for 4, so he's looking to change that as he misses the first.
Free throws have been a trouble for Darien this year, haven't they? That win at Norwalk, they only shot, what, 37%?
That's dead on right there as Henderson makes the second, but the difference there, Owen, is that was a game that was shots trying to ice the game. This is now trying to take a lead, which even puts more of an emphasis on them for Shroy Bentley's squad. The pressure D by Dahl on that one. Trying to get it to their sophomore point guard, TJ Wright.
Back to Wright. Wright for 3. Back rim. Rebound by McMullen. He will take it up the court.
For only being 5'7".
Driving. Oh, blocked by Deshaun Hall Johnson. Deflected. Got it by Hendrickson. Dole. Dole layup. No good. Hutchison will bring it up the court. Fast break, down to right. Murray in the corner. Won't go. Dole decides to slow things down here.
As I was saying on that, McMullen only 5'7", but he definitely gets his fair share of rebounds for Darien. The platoon of point guards they run with McMullen, Dahl, and there's Dahl right on cue. Wide open.
Nice pass, good layup. Nothing more you can ask for.
Here we go. 5-4 right now. Darien just needs 2 more for the student section explosion, as I like to say.
Kicks it out back to right. Deshaun Hall-Johnson from the corner. Rattles out. Hendrickson on the board.
This is going to be a big possession for Darien right here. Already 2 for 4. Let's
Dole
see
for
what Dole.
3.
Ooh. Hey, it's early. You know, you can brush that one off if you're Simeon. You don't need to make all of them.
Helped this team before. He's allowed to have one of those.
Now we see Marko Jokovic checking in for the Cadets. Another young player on this team, a junior.
Yeah. Murray passes out. Jokovic gives it to their big man. Jab set. Kicks it out. Jokovic on the drive. Foul.
That's just went out.
St. Joe's will retain possession, looks like.
Which Darien's fine with that. You know, if you play that tight of defense and knock the ball loose, you're fine with that right there.
Galoo and Black looks like they're checking in. You see Jokovic.
That's
Murray.
Up a turnover right there on Murray.
Tough travel.
Especially like a sophomore like Raheem Murray. It's first year on this St. Joe's team, but he leads them in field goals. So he's definitely got a good shot to him. A rare turnover from the cadet sophomore.
One more basket in the student section should go wild here.
I hope it's 7. I could be wrong, which that would be very, very bad.
Hendrickson blocked by Deshaun Hall-Johnson, excuse me. So difficult to score in the paint on that man.
When he's 6'6", it's tough.
Good steal. Hendrickson, great interior defense.
This Darien D is locked down right now, Owen. It's going to be an interesting 4 quarters of basketball.
Galoo, sharpshooter, hands it off. Depp, mid-range jumper.
Oh.
Just out. Depp recovers. A 3. Off the mark. Deshaun Hall-Johnson brings it up.
Jake got a lucky pass on that one. I thought for sure he got
Murray
the foul.
for 3. Off the mark. Hendrickson passes up to sharpshooter, Riley Galoo.
St. Joe's right now 0 for 5 from behind the arc, so not a good start for Jeff Bernardi's guys.
Galoo, money! And there you hear the student section. And Jeff Bernardi will smartly call a timeout here.
Look at that right there. Security trying to keep him off the court. I love it right here. This is a high school basketball environment right here. We talk about it all the time. How much of a difference? Home court advantage. You go to Tiger Hollow. It's so loud there. Friday when Darien went up to Trumbull, the sold-out student section they have. Riley Galoo makes the 3. This place is going nuts. This is Darien basketball right here, only on the DAF Media Network.
And like you said in your keys to the game, how is St. Joe's going to be able to control their student section and calm their players down to be able to score some baskets?
Well, first of all, Darien has Riley Galoo as the student section is making it known, and that's not what St. Joe's wanted right there. This Darien student section is now in this game, and they got to start making shots. They're 20% from the field compared to Darien's 40% from the field. They got to make smarter shots. 5 out of their 10 shots have come from behind the arc. That's not how you win ball games.
Brenton Dolan is checking in here for Darien. Murray is Commodore at the top. Guarded by Dolan. Switch.
Interesting to see Commodore has only got 12 points on the season trying to get something.
Doubling Deshaun here.
Oh, way to go, Riley.
Riley Galoo. Oh, rejected by Murray.
It's a gritty St. Joe's team.
Oh! Jack Barber with the rejection. Deshaun Hall-Johnson with a 3 ball. Just off.
Fans are seriously already leaving?
Dole from the wing. Drives. Steps back.
Oh, who's that on?
They calling that on big man Jack Barber? No. trying to plead his case here to the official.
Now,
He's a big dude. He's a Williams football commit. He's gonna cause some destruction here.
I would be scared when you've got the 6'5", 235 Jack Barber on you right there. I mean, maybe if I'm not 6'6", Deshaun Holt-Johnson, but
no question.
Ref calls him on the blocking foul there. 8-4. It's a good start for Darien, but again, they got to keep playing their game.
Commodore dribbling. Has Murray. Murray trying to create space. Gives it to Deshaun Hall-Johnson. Back in the paint, stolen. McMullen.
That's the third turnover on the Cadets.
Out to Dole. Get back.
Oh, there's Commodore.
Stolen. Fouled on the shot. Looks to be on number 10, Brenton Dolan there.
You got 5 fouls. You might as well give one. Test this free throw shooting. And a pretty good free throw shooting team, if I remember correctly, as Commodore 67% from the line, 4 for 6 on the season.
Student section loving that miss.
Again, it makes all the difference, Owen. I've seen it for 4 years. The student sections really make the difference in these close games, and St. Joe's is getting the bad end of the straw on it.
Galoo will check back in. Dole subbing out. Commodore hits the second free throw. 8-5 now our score with about 40 seconds left to play in this first quarter.
Now Trevor's going to check in, the first-year basketball player, normally a volleyball player.
He's got 10 points on the season. McMullen. Some crossovers on right. Gives it to Galoo. Back to McMullen.
Oh, well, there we go.
Shot attempt.
That's
They're calling a foul on the floor.
That is a great aggressive play by Trevor Herget right there, just fighting until the end, getting his own ball, forcing the foul on, not sure who they called it on, but foul on somebody on St. Joe's. TJ Wright, number 2.
McMullen will take the inbound here. Liam McBride checking in for the big man Jack Barber.
The Denison football commit now going to see some time. And okay, well.
Kicked out of bounds. Do it again. Darien using a lot of their bench players early.
Darien's got to set up the offense, get some more points before the end of the quarter.
Hand off to McMullen. He's guarded by Wright. Kick it out to Galoo there. Guarded by Commodore.
What a last name that is, by the way, Commodore.
It's a great last name.
Oh, way to go,
Galoo
Riley.
spinning layup. Off the mark. McMullen for 3. Got it to go.
I mean, I could just feel this place shaking as head coach Jeff Bernardi's going to take a second timeout in this first quarter.
Is it the end?
By the end of the first
quarter.
A buzzer beater from McMullen, even more impressive. This Darien team is electric right now.
St. Joe's needs to find a way to slow them down. Needs to find a way to keep their players calm and keep Deshaun Hall-Johnson in the paint, because that's where he's most valuable. What do you think head coach Troy Bentley for Darien is talking about in the huddle here?
I think he's telling him keep playing like that. I mean, the student section's going to be on your side. You take another look at the Galoo play right there. Couldn't quite get it. A nice effort by McBride, but a great pass from Dolan out to McMullen for 3 right at the buzzer. I guess it wasn't a timeout. You're right, a buzzer beater. It's just a fundamental play. They got to keep playing this basketball, but the most important thing Sharoy's telling his guys right now is that's just 1 quarter. We have 3 more to play. Let's go out there, win this next quarter, and play the rest of this game because they can't have another fallout like they did on Tuesday.
Sean Curley is going to check back into the game here for St. Joe's.
Another football product for Joe Delavecchia's football Hogs. Always thought it was weird that the football mascot was the St. Joseph Hogs, not the Cadets, but we're not talking about that out here, Owen.
We got hoops to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Mullen motioning Herget. Hand off to Galoo.
Oh, they got the
Galoo
advantage.
for three. This one's out. Dole with the rebound, though. Layup. Over. Another chance. Back and forth.
There we go.
Finally lays it in. Austin Black.
Those make all the difference out there when you could just keep getting the opportunities, keep throwing it up, and eventually you score. That's exactly what Austin Black did.
6'6" force in the paint. Down low. Deshaun Hall Johnson fouled on the shot attempt.
Foul call by Simeon Dahl.
He will shoot too.
Sims first.
First on Simeon Dahl, so again, you got some room on it. Now, Deshaun Hall Johnson's guy you don't want to put on the line. 65% from the free throw line, 12.8 points per game, as we mentioned. So he's a pretty good shooter from the charity stripe.
Such a force on the court when you can shoot 65% from the line, shoot threes, and just be 6'6" and mow down everyone.
And bully your way around the court. Yeah, it's height and weight is all. It's the name of the game essentially.
St. Joe's pressing here. Hutchinson knocks it out of bounds.
Jack Barber back in the game.
Barber will check back in for Austin Black. Davis Stepp coming out as well.
Yeah, 42%.
Long pass down to McMullen. Into the corner. Simeon Dole drives in. On Deshaun. Fouled. Another foul picked up before the second half, by Deshaun Hall Johnson.
That's his second, and that's not what you want to see for head coach Jeff Bernardi and the Cadets right there. That's your big man right there. He fouls out. You're relying on somebody else in the second half.
Dole misses the second. Rebound by Deshaun Hall Johnson. Dole's got 3 points in this one.
That's going to be on somebody.
Foul on Dahl. Picks up number 2.
Simeon Dole is 2 as well, so both our players to watch. 2 fouls early.
And Rashid Sofian's going to go over to the table and confirm that, which for pretty good reason. You want to make sure you're keeping a close eye on Dole's fouls. I mean, I would if I was Troy Bentley. Good pressure.
Inbound coming up. Hutchinson from the top, drives in. Out in the corner.
Oh, the student section was giving it to him right there. That's a place St. Joe's doesn't want to shoot the ball from.
Deshaun Hall Johnson. Big man for 3. Galoo, though, right back. Layup doesn't go. Hutchinson all the way down. Kicks it out. Murray recovers.
Oh, that's going to be a foul for
Foul
Darien.
called.
Foul call on Jack Barber.
Barber's second foul, sending Raheem Murray to the line.
That's 2 on Jack.
Don't want to foul these St. Joe's shooters too much.
Nope.
Keep talking about it, that student section.
St. Joe's doesn't want to shoot on that side of the court, I can assure you that, Owen.
Jesus just showed up.
Jesus is in the house? I guess so. I mean, the student section comes in costumes. There's some pretty good ones out
It
here.
is costume night here at Darien High School.
Sweetie also knows how to bring the comedy.
That he does. Depp has it at the top. McMullen guarded by TJ Wright.
I mean, it's a pretty low-scoring affair so far, but it's a defensive battle, which is good. Both teams pretty evenly matched.
Deflected by Deshaun Hall Johnson. McMullen trying to create space. Down into Black. Floater. Off the mark. Whoa.
Pretty sure you can't do that.
Don't think so. Sean Christie there with the rebound. Falling to the floor. the junior.
Yeah, I think the refs are going to call that 9 out of 10 times. I had to guess. But for Darien, that's only their 6th foul, so they're not quite in the magical bonus. They're putting St. Joe's in the magical bonus, that is.
Murray back to Hutchinson. Right, some jab steps. Murray's going to take a 3. Off the mark. Hendrickson the handoff to McMullen. Over to Galoo. Hendrickson recovers the loose ball. Depp with a spin move. Got it.
He's so smooth with the ball, and I love seeing that from Davis, especially when he gets a good assist from Hendrickson. He can do everything with the ball, and that's what makes Davis Depp such a good ball player out there for this Wave team.
Such a great captain. Great teammate to have. Hutchinson drives in. Off-balance layup, no good. And McMullen seems to be taking the ball up the court every time here.
Oh, you can't leave Depp open like that. I thought he was going to go off to the races.
Depp trying to work on Deshaun. Too high for Austin Black. St. Joe's will take possession.
I mean, that's tough to do right there. Soar past the 6'6" Austin Black high. But it always happens every so often.
Looks like Luke Dana here is going to come in for Raheem Murray. And Brenton Dolan for Darien is also going to come in.
I mean, talk about a workhorse. Brenton Dolan just, he kills so many minutes for this Darien team, especially when they need it.
Plays soccer. He's used to the running. St. Joe's hits a layup. Galoo will bring it up. Davis Stepp. A little short. Austin Black. Won't go. TJ Wright on a fast break. Takes the charge.
Let's see what they called on that.
Piers Galoo took a charge. No?
Nope, it's on Galoo. So that's going to put him in bonus. TJ Wright shooting, I think it's the 1-and-1, I want to say. I don't think it was a shooting foul, but I could be wrong. I'm wrong every so often. Nope, it is 2 shots.
TJ Wright, a sophomore, but first on the team in points?
Yep, 158. He's 48% from the fields. Impressive mark.
Doesn't let the student section phase him on those attempts?
Nope.
It's exactly what Jeff Bernardi wants to see.
When you're an 82% free throw shooter, it's going to take a lot to stop you, and it clearly didn't stop TJ Wright.
Henderson drives in. Layup a little short off the mark. Dolan recovers, kicks it out. Depp driving out to Dolan for 3. Off the rim.
Couldn't quite grab that one.
Gets up to TJ Wright again. Out to the corner. Right from the corner. 3-point ball. Not going to go.
Again, St. Joe's is not going to make that shot on the corner with the student section on them. It's such a tough shot. It's going to be interesting how they play in the second half going the other way on the court.
Hendrickson at the top. Not a common place for him to be.
Timeout's going to be taken by Sharoy. And so far for Darien, they've really had a committee of players scoring. Davis Depp, the leading scorer with 4 points. McMullen, Dahl, Galoo all with 3. And it's just been a low-scoring game have from. But like I said, have been saying, it's evenly matched by both of these teams, and they're matching each other. One of the players I do want to point out for Darien, Riley Galoo, had that big 3 at the end of the first quarter. I do want to shout out his grandparents, Mike and Tish Galoo, watching from Bethany Beach, Delaware. So it's always great to have the families watching in. And want to give a shout out to Corey Johns, the legendary field hockey coach for Darien, for sending that one in.
That's why we do it.
It is indeed, especially with someone like Riley Galoo. You have the talent out there. You've got all the family there. Apparently, I was talking with our PA announcer, Mr. Sweeney. Austin Black's got his entire family in town for this game. So this was a marquee game that everybody had circled on their calendar, and all the families are tuning in to watch this one.
Just over 3 minutes, left to go in this second quarter.
That's not good when Pat's calling somebody over. Was it a...
Officials seem to be over by Jeff Bernardi in the St. Joe's bench.
Maybe some water on... I'm not really sure what's going on. Unless a stoppage.
While we have this break, what can you tell us about Jeff Bernardi? This is his first season, right?
It is indeed, and this guy, he's coached some real-time basketball in the state of Connecticut. It's his first season with the Cadets. He was the head coach at East Lyme High School for the past 8 seasons. He led the, I want to say the Hornets up at East Lyme to the ECC Division I crown in 2018 and 19. And again, once you get out of the FCIAC and upstate Owen, that's real high school basketball up there in the Eastern Connecticut Conference, the Southwestern Conference. So when you have 10, 20 years of experience in upstate Connecticut high school basketball, it gets you ready for a job like St. Joe's. And I was reading an article. He was taught by the best, Vito Montelli, the legendary St. Joseph head coach for 50-plus years, 878 career wins. He's been mentoring and learning from head coach Jeff Bernardi, so it's always great when you got someone like Vito teaching you the ways. And he's so far leading this Cadets team to a solid 5-3 record.
Looks like the action is set to resume here as Hendrickson is going to take the inbound. Or maybe not. The officials still meeting on something.
Looks like there's a slippery surface, I want to say. St. Joe's is ready.
Action resumed here. Oh, stolen by TJ Wright. Drives like loose, spinning. Oh, rejected by Jake Hendrickson.
That's how you do it right there.
Up again, though. Sean Christie with a layup. So that spoils some celebrations for Darien.
It does indeed, but it's still good effort from Hendrickson to get back on the D and get the block on it.
Darien looking to score here as the game is tied 16 apiece with just under 3 minutes left to play. Good ball movement here by the Darien offense. Men in motion. Pick set for Glue. Shoots a three.
Oh, where's
falling
the
on
foul?
the floor. No foul is called. Raheem Murray will check in here. So will Austin Black. And Isaac McMullen. And Galoo will leave after an air ball of a three with no call. Into the big man. Deshaun Hall-Johnson shoots. Got it. St. Joe's has the lead.
A shot there from Deshaun Hall-Johnson, and the Cadets have their first lead of the night.
Hendrickson with a handoff to McMullen. Back to Depp here. Foul called on the floor.
Foul call on Brandon Hutchinson.
Hutchinson, foul called on. He's really a, I don't want to say stereotypical point guard, but he's really great. I mean, he leads the team in assists, leads the team in steals, everything you can ask for. McBride now kicks out to Davis Depp. Spins, mid-ranger, off the mark. Deflected back and in. Hutchinson will bring it up the court now for the Cadets. Deshaun Hall-Johnson wants the ball here. Wright will give it over to Hutchinson. Errant pass, out of bounds. Darien will take possession with the game tied at 18 apiece. McMullen communicating, something he does very well. It's what makes him a great, valuable captain of this Darien squad.
It is indeed. He's also great for the team morale on this Darien team.
McBride now, down into McMullen. Dribbles along the baseline. McBride rejected by Deshaun Hall-Johnson. Right now, out to Murray. Miss. Layup is no good. McMullen trying to regather the ball. Spins floater. Bounce around. No good. Hutchinson weaving his way out of traffic. Murray blocked. Liam McBride with the rejection.
Again, that's the hustle you love to see if you're head coach Sharoy Bentley right there. Deshaun Hall Johnson has 4 blocks. His name, Liam McBride, picks up his first and the third for this Darien team.
Austin Black here. Depp's got it in the corner.
Oh, we got Elf and a Chicken walking by. Never thought I would see those two together.
Stolen. Murray. He's going to shoot. Falling. Deshaun Hall Johnson's got it. Oh, foul called. Whoa, whoa. Getting scrappy.
And someone just got teed up. And that's against number 11, Deshaun Hall Johnson,
That is
I
not what you want to see if you are Jeff Bernardi and St. Joe's here.
At least I think so. So we're going to get the official word on it. There was a foul called against Darien, and then there was a technical foul called against somebody.
I don't think Deshaun Hall Johnson liked that foul on him. Maybe wanting a flagrant. Thought it was a little dirty.
So again, the referees are going to meet on it. Johnson's going to get the first 2 shots nonetheless because Darien, I think, would take 2 shots after it, I want to say.
Interesting this way to play out. Unless the technical wasn't on Deshaun Hall Johnson.
See what Sweeney says. Usually he's right on these things.
Deshaun Hall Johnson slightly phased from this student section that we keep bringing up. He's got 6 points on the night.
Oh no, they were both against Darien. So Black.
Wow.
So he's going to shoot 4. And now it's the 2 technical shots.
TJ Wright will be shooting these, the sophomore. On Tuesday, he had 3 3-pointers against New Canaan, led with 19 points as he hits the first one. I mean, give St. Joe's a 2-point lead.
He's their best shooter on the free throw line, 82% entering play.
Knocks down both, and that's exactly what St. Joe's wants right before half.
And remember, because it's a technical, St. Joe's will get the ball back with 6.4 seconds left.
It's huge. You just can't have that if you're Darien. I'm sure Roy Bentley will definitely talk about that.
I don't know why Darien was cheering, because they got the technical, and I thought that they thought it was against St. Joe's.
I mean, I thought it was against St. Joe's, too. Deshaun Hall Johnson moves in the paint. They're going to waving off the shot.
Well, the foul was on the floor.
They're just going to call it, head in the half.
Oh, hold on. The referees are going to meet. The one referee was saying go into the halftime locker room. They're calling the foul off. But Jeff Bernardi is saying we should be shooting 2 right here. No, and they're going to call the half.
They are going to wave it off. Darien already in the locker room, making sure that even if they told them that they could shoot their shots, they want to make it more challenging.
Well, again, I don't think they were arguing if the basket was good or not. I think they were arguing if the foul should be upheld and they should get the 2 free throws because the basket clearly wasn't good.
Yeah.
But the referees do end the half on that, and Darien will only go down by 3 at the end of the half, and Deshaun Hall Johnson will only have a chance for the 6-point play for St. Joseph.
See anything different that Darien could maybe do in the second half, Bryn?
Tighten up on the errors here and there. I mean, he did fall apart a little in that second quarter. St. Joseph outscored him 16-7, so they got to get back to playing their basketball out there if they want to have a chance to win this game. But so far, they're playing pretty solid basketball out there. It's going to get interesting once St. Joe's shifts to the other side of the court and if they can start making more baskets or not, because right now they're only 1 for 9 from behind the 3-point arc and 30% from the field, so it's definitely been an interesting game here inside the main gym.
We saw the struggles in the second half in the game against Ludlow on Tuesday. Darien will be looking to not repeat those errors in this game today against the Cadets.
Yeah.
And that's going to do it for our first half on DAF Media, and we will be back shortly after this break.
The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton, and the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going, and through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police, drop the gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. In regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and they offered to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continue to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the center oval and upper oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England, all made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
Gets it back to McMullen has it at the top, in the corner, to Dole again. Inside, layup, it's good. Great ball movement, the save by Hendrickson. Keep that drive alive.
It is indeed, and again, I want to apologize for any technical difficulties we've had on our broadcast. We welcome you back to the DAF Media Network. Darien St. Joseph, again, really sorry for the technical difficulties we've had inside the DHS main gym.
McMullen passes over two people, gets to Dole. Dole on the inside again.
They're
waving it off. Offensive interference is called on Austin Black. Troy Bentley upset with that.
So an offensive interference, that's a bold call by the referee right there, taking the points off the board.
Definitely some points necessary here. Put them up by 2 3-pointers. Commodore, ooh, in and out. That's a 3-ball that Cadets could have used. Dole gets it to Hendrickson in the corner. Over to Davis Stepp, jab step. Hendrickson on the inside. Layup won't go.
Yeah, well, that would have been potentially another one.
Yeah, Black's putback didn't go. Deshaun Hall Johnson. Christie gets second chance points. St. Joseph is within a basket now of the Blue Wave. Dole gets it to Hendrickson. Pass in. Austin Black.
That's a great find right there when Barber sees that Austin Black is wide open, or when Austin Black's wide open, you got to feed him, and he just finishes right there.
6'6" in the paint. Nearly the same size as our player to watch for the Cadets, Deshaun Hall Johnson. We see him right there with an and one.
Big time basket by a big time player, and Darien still got the 2-point.
Hall Johnson could potentially put them within one here if he hits this free throw.
Looking for the old-fashioned 3-point play. Again, real sorry for the technical difficulties we experienced in this third quarter. We appear to be back up on YouTube. Darien St. Joseph Varsity Boys Basketball on the DAF Media Network, the joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation.
Deshaun Hall Johnson misses his and one layup. 3-point play did not happen here. Brenton Dolan, smothered by Hendrickson. A foul is called.
Hutchison's first foul.
Trevor Herget here will check in on the inbound. Back to McMullen here. Under 30 seconds here left to go in the third quarter.
Darien's looking to add just one more basket to cap off this third quarter.
Dole taking his time with it. Drives in. Stolen. Here goes Commodore. Down the coast. Won't go. Put back. No good. Luke Dana tried to put up the putback. Won't go. Darien leads by 2 going into the last quarter of play.
That's a great job by Darien to hold St. Joe's right there when they were surging down the court.
We will be right back after this short break. We're back here, start of the 4th quarter of play. Again, we're here on the DAF Media Network. I am Owen Heffron. I'm here with Braden Shank.
Great to be with you, Owen, on this Friday night, for some Friday night hoops.
Again, jersey colors, we got Darien in their home white. St. Joe's Cadets in their road maroon. Riley Galoo for 3. Got it to go! Riley Galoo. We've seen him do it all year. He is a sharpshooter. He's Darien coaches, teammates, and just his fans.
Galoo knows how to make a shot in the big
Sean
time.
Johnson goes up.
Situation.
Misses. Putback by Sean Christie. The junior is good.
Christie's having a sneaky good game for the Cadets. He's at 10 points now.
He's only averaging 6, if my stats are right. McMullen. Working on TJ right here. Dole goes in. Hand off to Det. Good ball movement here by Darien. Into Galoo. He's fouled.
That's going to be the 3rd on Hutchison.
Galoo will go to the line, shoot 2. And like we just saw, he drained that 3-pointer. He is not the man you want to put on that line.
Gotta give a shout out to Ryan Peck on camera right there. He is getting in the heart of the action, doing a great job on that slash camera. Say a junior at Darien, one of our dedicated DAF Media volunteers.
See him sitting down there under the basket. Thank you, Ryan. Commodore will check in here as Hutchinson checks out after that foul. Galoo misses the first. Galoo's got 6 points on 2 3-pointers here.
Jack Barber checks back in.
Galoo's 2nd on the team in 3-pointers, but that's not all he does. He can, he can drive, as we just saw, picking up the foul, picking up the 2 shots. Hits this one, puts him up by more than a basket, makes that he does. Darien now up by 4 as St. Joe's takes possession, travels up the court. Right back to Commodore. Back to right. Mid-range jumper, rattles in and out. Foul called. Foul called here.
Foul on Jack Barber.
Big man Jack Barber, number 23. His 3rd year on varsity. Valuable member of this team. TJ Wright for 3. Got it to go. TJ Wright now. Another 3. Just adding on more points. 3-pointer won't go. TJ Wright brings it right back. drives in, gets around him. What a bucket. Just like that, TJ Wright brings St. Joe's right back. They got the lead by 1. Just a great move to get around Davis Depp. The sophomore turning the tides here. McMullen goes in, layup off the rim. Deshaun Hall Johnson with a common rebound there. Commodore. Top step layup, won't go. Dole working on Murray and Hall Johnson.
Shows you how quick the tides can turn in a game like high school basketball. That's going to be backcourt.
Just calling them backcourt or a carry?
Backcourt.
Backcourt?
Yeah, Galoo did step back.
See on the screen now, 5-0 scoring run from St. Joseph Cadets here. Just like you said, Braden, how quickly tides can turn in this game, especially with someone as skilled and talented as TJ Wright. And again, he's only a sophomore. We're going to see him here for the next 2 years.
15 points tonight. That's an impressive remark.
Murray gets a 3-ball. Slaps 5 with TJ Wright. They are pumped up. Troy Bentley will smartly call a timeout here. Just talk things over with their defense. And what do you think is going wrong here for Darien? Or is everything just going right for St. Joe's?
They're making more shots. I mean, coming into this second half, they were 1 for 11 from behind the three-point arc. They're now 4 for 14, so they're turning it around. TJ Wright is having a second half to remember, 15 points. Sean Christie with 10 points. So the big man, Deshaun Hall Johnson, who we thought was going to be the big scorer, only 9 points. I think that's not what's going wrong for Darien, but TJ Wright has stepped it up in the past 2 minutes.
Again, like we talked about earlier, he can shoot, he can drive in. Led the team with 19 points versus New Canaan on Tuesday. He leads the team in points. He can do it all. You've been seeing him working on McMullen. McMullen's only been held to 3 points all night, so he truly is a valuable member here.
Yeah, and Darien, they're going to get back to the basketball they were playing. They're not out of this game, only down by 4. But again, they can't have a similar situation like they did against Ludlow where you blow it as late. They're getting outscored 10-4 in this fourth quarter. And a big guy, TJ Wright, as you see on your screen, 15 points tonight.
McMullen, that's it. There's TJ Wright right on him. McMullen down low. No foul called on Deshaun Hall Johnson. Wow, great second chance layup by Simeon Dole. So our player watch. Simeon Dole now has 12 points on the night. Leads Darien Wave. Gets over to Murray.
Darien needs to stop right here. This would be big for the Wave.
There's Murray. 7 points on Tuesday versus New Canaan. Johnson. Murray working in. Right-handed floater. Got it. Bench is pumped. Raheem Murray with a big shot. Put the Cadets up 4. McMullen, good move. Gets it to Galoo. Galoo will get it to Dole. Dole can't get past Murray. Hendrickson to Galoo. Oh, they're calling Galoo for a push-off.
That is not good, especially when you have the long, drawn-out offense.
Can't let that happen.
You can't end it with a foul like that. It's a bummer.
Had Commodore fall on the floor. Can't allow that to happen in this situation. Under 5 minutes left to play in the last period. Student section chanting defense, some of the loudest I've ever heard it here. Darien High School Gymnasium.
And no shot clock, so St. Joe's is gonna let this clock run.
Murray, pickpocketed. Riley Galoo from behind. Galoo goes in. Layup, bouncing, parading, goes in. Big shot for Darien.
That's just physics working at its finest right there. A lucky bounce for Galoo, and Darien's back within striking distance.
Sometimes you need a little luck in hoops. Get fortunate. Right, layup short, put back. Sean Christie, huge game.
I'm wondering who's on Christie in that situation. He was wide open under the hoop to grab the rebounds.
Someone's got to get on the junior. Galoo, back to McMullen, signaling the offense. McMullen here. Pass it over. Galoo for three. Got it! Riley Galoo with a huge three.
That's
Darien is back.
That's why they call him Riley Money right there. I don't think anybody calls him that, but it's still a nice three for Galoo, and this game's going to be interesting.
His third three-pointer on the night, if I'm not mistaken.
He's got 12. 9, my apologies.
Wow. Three ball. Sean Christie. Said his name all night. Won't go, layup won't go. Second chance points from Hendrickson. Hendrickson's been getting dirty, he's been getting gritty right underneath that basket all night long, getting the second chance points, getting the rebounds. Not afraid to be physical. Love to see that. Sure, Roy Bentley likes to see that from the bench as well.
This is the back and forth battle we all knew we were going to see, and Hendrickson's got 9 on the night.
Wright has it now, working on McMullen to the corner. Commodore gets it back to TJ Wright here. Wright drives in, floater, got it. TJ Wright, monstrous game here. Galoo gets it back to McMullen. Taking their time here.
Got a minute 40.
Done by 4 here, just under 2 minutes to play. Galoo got the mid-range bucket. I'm sure he's liking that. No charge called.
I think after the first one, the referees were looking for it, and I don't think that was a charge right there. But Darien needs a stop right here. St. Joe's can't keep scoring.
It's not the man you want to see. TJ Wright's been killing you all night long. Commodore now. Out to Raheem Murray. Galoo.
Timeout.
A timeout called here. Minute 7 left. Last quarter of play here. Great shot there from Ryan Peck underneath the basket.
Yeah, it's a great camera shot there. And you take a look, Riley Galoo has just been spot on. I want to see if I can go on our live stats here. See how many baskets. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight baskets made combined between these teams. The last time we saw, actually no, 8, 9. The last 9 shots, Owen, have all been makes in this game.
That's amazing.
The score was 43-41, and then both teams have just exploded on the offense. Actually, no, I'm off again. 10 baskets. I forget that the subs go in here.
Keeps going up.
Not bold, but the last 10 shots have been made. I'm realizing I can't count, which is also a problem, but 10 baskets, that's crazy, Owen. That's crazy.
Defensive battle first half, we talked about it. Love to see that, but it gets to the point where you're at the 4th quarter of play. You know, you're gassed. You're just running up and down the court, and it gets to the point where you're too tired, and these guys, these skill, just we see them. We've seen this the whole game. TJ Wright, you got Riley Galoo, Simeon Dole, Sean Christie. They all have double-digit points, so they're going to be able to kill you when you're not playing your best defense.
Exactly, and TJ Wright, Sean Christie have stepped it up in this second quarter. 17 points for Wright, 15 for Christie. But 2 guys, Christie coming in today, 6 points, 1.5 averaging on a game. He's been just the dark horse on this St. Joe's team, and without him, Cadets aren't in this ball game.
Yeah, love to see that man, see that guy come off the bench. You know, he's not your prototypical starter, but makes stuff happen, and that's what Sean Christie's been doing all night.
Only the 5th game he's played in this season.
Deshaun Hall Johnson, our player to watch, doesn't have double-digit points here. Had 15 versus New Canaan. Floater, good. Raheem Murray. Timeout called here by Troy Bentley in the wave.
All right, so this is what Jeff Bernardi's going to do, because I think I figured this out. He's only got 3 fouls against his Cadets. You give Darien 3 more fouls on the floor, burn off the remaining 50 seconds or so. Darien's got to find a way to get to the act of shooting right now, because I think that's what Jeff Bernardi's going to tell his guys right now. Foul on the floor, burn that clock. They need 4 points here, and it's going to be interesting what we see.
You don't want to have Galoo go up. He's been killing you all night. He's got 14 points, 3 3-pointers on the night. You're going to want to keep him close, make him get the bonus, send him to the line.
I don't think you send him to the bonus. 50 seconds. Like I said, 3 fouls on the floor. That's why that basket was huge, and it's when you got fouls to give, it makes all the difference. Darien's going to have to find a way to get under the hoop and try to get a shot off. because the Wave is at 5 fouls, so they could put St. Joe's in bonus pretty easily.
Dole will take the inbound here. Back to McMullen. Guarded by TJ Wright, the Cadets' leading scorer.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe that's not the strategy.
Mullen doesn't like to shoot. In the black. Black with the layup. Darien a basket away now.
They got a foul, though. They got a foul. He only got 26.
Got to foul him. They're going to foul TJ Wright. Not the guy you want to send to the line here. Get the pass through traffic, get it to Austin Black. It's a good possession. That's what Darien's looking for here down late, under 30 seconds to go.
Maybe I was wrong on the fouling idea by Jeff Bernardi. It looked like that was what you were doing before the timeout, and it looks like I was wrong. Darien needs to foul quick here, though.
Gets it in TJ Wright. No foul. Just running out the clock here.
What are they doing?
Now foul going to be called here. And Wright, as he's been doing all night, still drains the basket.
Why do you wait, though? That's what I don't understand. Why do you wait 15 seconds?
I could not answer you. You also have Galoo on the side, who's a big shooter for you, not on the court. Looks like Troy is gonna talk to his players here.
Shooting 1-1, TJ Wright.
So TJ Wright's gonna go to the line. That's what I'm thinking. He 1-1. He misses one shot. You get the rebound. You have a chance to tie the game. I don't know why you're burning 15 seconds. Yeah, Sharoy's going to take the full timeout.
Yeah.
I just don't know how you have 40 seconds left and you burn most of it with just running around.
It's just not smart basketball. You need to know the situation. You need to have the high IQ to just recognize the situation you're in, and you need to foul immediately in that situation. You need to get the ball back. You need to put some points on the board. You just can't, like, even if they hit their first 2 shots, if they hit the free throws, you can get back and you can score with still some time left. But in this situation, you got 20 seconds left. If TJ Wright here can hit his free throws, then this might be over. He's already got 5 made on the night.
Yeah, and that's your point right there. If he makes both free throws, St. Joe's has a very big lead in this game. Darien would need potential second possession. So time is against the Wave right now, and they're just hoping that this student section can bring the energy, and Wright misses just one of these free throws, and they can come down and hit a 3 to potentially send it to overtime.
Timeout dwindling down here. Darien still in the huddle over on the sideline.
They get 90 seconds. Might as well use all 90 until the referee tells you got to let them go.
Yeah. Breaking up the huddle now. We got Galoo, Depp out in the court. Galoo, the sharpshooter that they're looking for here. Wright with 17 points, going to shoot a 1-and-1 here. Student section going absolutely wild here.
You can see that camera shaking.
Drains it. That is killer. TJ Wright, I mean, you got to expect it now. He's got 18, 6 free throws made. Sharp shooting sophomore for 4-point lead. Got it. TJ Wright looks over, silences the Darien student section.
They need a make and a timeout.
Dole goes in. 3-point shot. Off the mark. Out of bounds here. 4.8 left. Darien will keep possession. McMullen looks to be taking the inbound here. Out over to Depp. Depp shoots a 3. Airballs it short. And that will do it. The St. Joseph Cadets beat the Darien Blue Wave in a very close, thrilling match here, 56-52. And Darien in this matchup still hasn't won a game since the 2017 to 2018 season when they won 64-53. St. Joe's has won the last 5 meetings between these two teams, and just struggles overall for Darien here in the final minutes. Just the time management was not there. I don't know what they talked about in their timeouts. If Troy Bentley was upset, if it was his players that were bad, but just bad decision making, time management. What do you think went wrong, Braden?
It's tough to tell, and I think a lot went wrong for Darien in that second half. It was a defensive battle in the first half, The second half, the scoring picked up, but down the stretch, you can't let TJ Wright and Sean Christie dominate. I mean, you look at the scoring on it. Christie, TJ Wright, Raheem Murray, Wright, Raheem Murray. Like, it was the same three guys for the Cadets that just kept scoring. Darien couldn't shut them down, especially coming out of the halftime huddle. You knew who the Darien guys or the St. Joe's guys were gonna score, and you needed to shut them down, and Darien just couldn't do that.
I will say I was impressed with the way they handled our player to watch, Sean Hall Johnson. I feel like he was held to 9 points. He got 15 at New Canaan, right? He's a big rebounder. He only got 3 rebounds on the night, but even though you shut down their best player, you can't let TJ Wright kill you. Can't let Sean Christie kill you, like you said. Raheem Murray in there with some double-digit points. Just when you shut down the best player, you can't leave every other player wide open.
And it's a bummer, the fact that Darien had the student section. They had the home court advantage. That showed in the first half. St. Joe's couldn't do much in that first half. 21 points. You get to the second half, and it was a different St. Joe's team out there, one that could not miss. They finished with 50% from the field goal, or 50% from the fields. It was just with a St. Joe's team that was determined to win, and they came in on a mission, and Coach Bernardi and his Cadets are going to leave here with a win. And Darien, there's a lot to be questioned after this week of basketball. 2 losses to Fairfield Ludlow, St. Joseph. They go into a tough stretch next week on the road at Brian McMahon, at Fairfield Ward. The Senators 6-3, the Mustangs 5-3. I think Darien's got to go 1-1, if not 2-0 next week to keep their FCIAC season alive.
3-game losing streak, now 2-3 in the FCIAC. And we're going to show the final stats here.
Look at that. Liam Tomaszewski working overtime tonight.
Thank you, Liam.
Fouls were definitely wrong. I'll take the blame on that one. I fell asleep on the personal fouls there, but the rest of it is all accurate. Again, St. Joseph turned it on in that second half, and the free throws made all the difference, 65%.
Yeah, and again, like you said, they were 30% from the field at half, completely turning around second half different. I don't know if the student section's voices gave out, but the 30% to 50% jump is absolutely incredible here.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a devastating loss for Darien. They have now lost their last 3 games. I honestly think, Owen, if Darien goes 0-2 next week against Ward and Brian McMahon, their FCIAC playoff hopes are going to be pretty slim. Because we've talked about it feels like all year, that big 4-game home stretch they have against Bridgeport Central, Wilton, Danbury, New Canaan being the 4-game that's going to decide their schedule. I think that starts next week now. The next 6 games for Darien is really going to dictate if they make the FCIAC playoffs, if they miss, where they go in the state tournament. And this is just not a good game for Darien. And especially after Tuesday, you thought they might be able to rebound, and they just couldn't, which it's devastating. And Darien, they've got another chance on Tuesday against Brian McMahon at Brian McMahon, and hopefully they can get a win there.
Yeah, Darien falls to 500, and the Cadets go to 6-3 on the season, 3-2 in the FCIAC.
I mean, the Cadets, like I said, they came in here on a mission, and they just played well. You got to give hats off to head coach Jeff Bernardi and his Cadets. They came in here knowing what they wanted to do, and they did just that. So a big win for the former East Lyme head coach, now St. Joe's first season head coach.
This has been a presentation of St. Joe's versus Darien Blue Wave basketball here on the DAF Media Network. Again, I'm Owen Heffron here with Braden Schenk. On Instant Replay, we got Jack Breyer, director Adam Nelson, and our graphics professional Liam Tomaszewski here. This has been a pleasure. We got our cameramen Ryan Peck and Owen Gluck, and senior advisor Damian Andrew. I'd like to thank him for giving me this opportunity.
Like I said, Owen, you did great on your first time.
Appreciate it, Braden.
I still don't consider myself a legend, but again, I'm going to be off in the spring. And for all you Blue Wave athletics fans listening at home, Owen Heffron, that's going to be the new voice and the new name that you'll be hearing here at Darien High School for the years to come. So can't wait to follow your journey, Owen. It's just the start, man. Great job tonight, and hopefully we can do it again sometime.
Thank you. Sounds good. Again, Braden Schenk, Owen Heffron, St. Joseph Cadets, Darien Blue Wave, DAF Media. Good night.